All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, laboring the word and doctrine, shalom, meaning peace. May that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. We'll get into this real quick. A quick hit. Yahawashi is our Passover. Alright, our Pesach. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse, starting at 6. It says, your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? You know, for getting a tiny thing correct, and you've got a bag of leaven, bearing in mind that a little leaven leavens the whole lump, then how do we glory in that? Yeah, because we can't even, what we ought to glory in is having the faith in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Can we glory in our works in the flesh? You know, this flesh is through dirty, and what does it say? It's dirty flesh. It says James chapter 2 verse 10, for whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. Alright, so do we keep the whole law right now? Hell no. For example, how about this? You know, you think you kept the law perfectly, you know, and then you go out to eat. You might have sat on a chair of a woman that was on her monthly. You know, she might have sat there that day, or, you know, in the last hour or something. How about that? Or you might have gone to the restaurant, you know, you had pure, you know, clean people, not pure, I don't mean like that, but I mean only clean people sat up on that chair. But what if the woman cooking the food was on her menstrual? Yeah, then you've got an issue there. Or she's got an issue of blood, yeah, and you've become defiled thereby. Okay? So do we keep the whole law in this flesh? No. Will we in the kingdom? Absolutely. Because we shall all be changed. Okay? So going into this 1 Corinthians 5 and 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened, for even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Right, and what's this word for Passover? Well, it's lucky if you can hear the rain. Oh, if you can hear the rain as well. I live in England, man. It's very much impossible. Okay. Where are we? Passover. So this word is what? Pascha. Now when you read this in Acts 12 and 4, not 4 and 12, 4 and 12 talks about the name. But Acts 12 and 4, it says Easter. Now it's very simple to break that down, because you just go into the Greek and the word there is Pascha. Okay, word Pascha. Just hear him say it. Yeah, because it's basically Pesach inverted in a certain point.
3957. Pascha. Pascha.
Now how do you actually say it in Hebrew? Pasach. Pasach. So if they swap round the that so-called X and that so-called A, you know, that would be a transliteration of the Hebrew perfectly. Alright? So yeah. There's going to be some flood somewhere. So it says the Paschal sacrifice, which Paschal means pertaining to the Passover, which was accustomed to be offered for the people's deliverance of old from Egypt. The Paschal lamb, i.e. the lamb the Israelites were accustomed to slaying. Oh, that's one. That's one. We've got Passover coming up. Now, how many of you, let's go into it. Because I'll say I don't have a farm. Right, so Exodus 12 and 5. We'll start at 1. And Yahawah spake unto Moshe and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year unto you. Alright, so the next moon coming in now is going to be the first of the year. Alright, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year unto you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of the month they shall take them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, and a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. I hope you're not beeping me because I'm parked. Okay, Salaki. Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count. Verse 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish. A male of the first year, you should take it out from the sheep or the goats. Right, so your Passover, although it's referred to as a lamb, really, a lamb, if I'm not mistaken, etymologically, can be also applied to a goat. It's not really giving me much. Right, that's the worst entry on items I've ever seen. It doesn't really tell you actually where the word comes from, apart from lambaz. But usually it gives... The lamb has probably been silent since the 8th century. Okay. It usually gives you a bit of the history... One minute. Right. Well, it says there clearly a lamb of the lamb or of the sheep. Sorry, of the sheep or of the goats. The lamb or of the sheep. A lamb is used to refer to a baby sheep more time. So, how many of you Israelites have access to basically a farm first of animals? See, a sheep or a goat that is of the first year and it's without blemish. Because a lot of us, we don't have the resources for that. So we have to go to the shops and get some lamb chops. Now you don't know if you've got lamb chops in there, if it's unblemished female, if it's a blemished male mixed in together. We have no clue, truly, unless you can go to a farm. And there are brothers, I imagine, they're able to do that, and that's beautiful. I'm not saying you're going off to do that, but the point is, that's not a reality for a lot of us. So are we gonna be then saved by the works of the law? Considering there's many sincere people that have the faith, that are unable to do that. How does that work? That makes sense. Okay. Now, moving on, not moving on from the topic, but within the chapter, Exodus 12 and 43. And the Lord, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, said to Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. But every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. Now what's this talking about? Okay. If someone can eat thereof and is circumcised, this Passover is only for Israelites. Right? The whole point of it was what? For the Lord to commit genocide against the Egyptians, against the slave master, in ridding the Israelites out of their captivity. So was the Egyptians, putting this all up on their door like, oh, I can't wait for the Lord to deliver me? Hell no. Right, but listen to this. Verse 45, a foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. Okay, so an Israelite is allowed to eat, but a non-Israelite is not allowed to eat. Okay, now, if HaMashiach is the Passover, how are these heathen nations eating of that sacrifice? Right? How can the heathens eat something that's not made for them? Again, to go back to that point, oh, brother Yahawah, you coming to my house at 5? Azan replies, oh, yeah, I'm coming. You have to look who was it addressed to. And that didn't happen. This is just an example we will often use. All right, this letter is scribed to Julie, and then fucking Christine answers it. What are you on about? I gave that to Julie. You understand? So we are the proverbial Julie, and the heathens are the proverbial Christine. I'm just having fun with it. But at the same point, for example, the epistles of Paul are written to the saints, for example. Then Elamites bust out the woodwork. Oh yes, it's not talking to you. It's talking to the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. All right, so 1 Corinthians 5 and 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump as ye are unleavened. For even HaMashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. All right, and let's get scholarly on them, man, for Sakari. What is the us, the collective possessive pronoun our, us? These are all pertaining to a specific group. What group is this? The Israelites. Okay. Verse 8, therefore let us keep the feast not with old leaven, and this is representative of wickedness. Therefore let us keep the feast not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice or wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. And Yahawashi is known as that bread of life. There it is, John 6 and 48. I'm just laughing because it says it so plainly. John 6 and 48, I am that bread of life. If we click that, it's red letter, which means what? Yahawashi said it. He is that bread of life. He is the Paschal lamb. Okay? So Yahawashi is our Passover, and only Israelites can eat. And not just any Israelite. You have to be worthy. This is 1 Corinthians 11, and this is talking about, the blood of the New Testament. That excerpt there. 1 Corinthians 11 and 24, and I'll finish here. On down. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. Right, talking of that bread. He said, took bread. Verse 25. After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, this is the cup of this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. Next verse. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do shew the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. Now how much more so for the Pesach, okay, which is in the ultimate remembrance. Because who was smiting all the Egyptians? Okay, but I have to get off. So I'll leave it there. Lord willing, it was edifying. On to the next one, Lord willing. All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Ruach Kodesh.